Welcome to my channel, everyone. This is Asha Sekhmet, and I saw this thread and I wanted to talk about this. What kind of content in the spiritual space is totally overdone? And what's missing? The kind of content we actually need. Now, I wanted to express my thoughts about this as someone who is in a niche that is very unique, that bridges spirituality with polygamy. Okay, so it seemed like the consensus based on the feedback of this thread post that people are looking for integrative experiences with their journey from spiritual awakening, like a shift in their consciousness, to overcoming their lower nature and older versions of themselves and shifting into higher versions of themselves. So what essentially happens when you do this is you're changing your frequency, which can be very challenging to do, especially if you are operating as an individual, independent American person. So what I want to express is the missing link is connecting spirituality to family and community practices. If we're talking about spirituality and we're talking about family practices that would align to a more advanced society of spiritual practices, that would be polygamy and variations of forms of polygamy. It's a tribal, advanced human relationships. So spirituality content can seem very abstract. So people want to heal from brokenness, but there's no model for spirituality applied to family, right? We're not addressing the underlying root things, right? Okay, so we need to connect tribalism, polygamy, because that's where the shift of consciousness is going. And I'm going to define that more shortly. Life is about the journey of self. So that means that you have to learn and master yourself through relationships. Life is about relationships and people. It's not about stuff like materials, a house, a car, a job. Life is about people, humans, living, breathing souls. So basically, the new age spirituality needs new models of marriages and family. And that is where we get this boom of polygamy culture coming through, because it's the missing link to the problems that we see here in the West. So polyamory is tribal polygamy. That is what we practice in the Maji sister wife tribe. Tribal polygamy is organizing together over collective resources and skills for community and nation building. Tribal polygamy can involve polygyny, which is the practice of one husband with multiple wives, or polyandry, which is one wife with multiple husbands. Depending on your tribe and the needs of your community will determine what type of tribalism, human relationships you have. It's not based on the individual and what necessarily they want. That's you are not fit for polygamy if you operate like that. Like you are just meant to be like a modern lifestyle, like modern living. So it's very important that people understand the difference between these, right? Because this is indigenous living. This is indigenous lifestyle, indigenous practices. You can't mix the two. Polygyny is more common to see because of practical reasons and the laws of nature. Polyandry is less common because of the complex nature of the dynamic. I want to be clear on what is not polyandry. A woman having sex with multiple men is not polyandry. Polyandry means that you are a wife to multiple men. My perspective of what is overdone: abstract spiritual concepts not backed by advanced spiritual family structures, i.e., polygamy. Unconditioning the mind of what you were taught about family, marriage, sex, and relationships is necessary to connect those things. What is missing is tribalism, polygamy. So in conclusion, find your tribe, find your community. This is why people are very confused today, because you are operating alone as an isolated individual. Humans were not designed to be individual, independent people. Humans are tribal. Find your community. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you have any questions. Let's continue this dialogue on bridging spirituality with advanced human tribal relationships. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. And if you want to learn more about the Maji Sister Wife Tribe and our life system, learning about polyamory, visit www.AshaSekhmet.com.